Hello, welcome back to Light Bearer Vision. I'm excited that you're back here on Facebook, accredited.cast. Go there, follow me so that you see more of my posts. So, quickly, let's say something about our mental health. Like your mental health is important. It is not necessary you think about everything. You can only do one thing, at most two things at a time. If you want to think about everything, it is not possible. You can at most think about one thing or two things at a time. Your mental health is very, very, very important, and you won't want to joke with your mental health. You will see some people today, they'll just behave abnormally. Not like the person is not okay, but mentally the person is stressed. So let me give 3 ways you can avoid mental stress. Number 1 is you can't think about everything, but you can think of one thing or at most 2 things at a time. So don't give yourself the pressure of, oh, I really want to think about it. I want to go to this place. I want to read this book. I want to do this. I want to do that. You have a lot of things, and you will realize that 1 hour you are still on the thinking, and 4 o'clock in the evening you've done nothing because you are thinking about it. You don't know what to do first. You understand. So that is number 1 to avoid mental stress. You don't think about everything at once. Give yourself the time to think about it one after the other. Give yourself the time to do it one after the other. You are not a machine, so you can't do everything at once. You can't do everything at once. Even at work, for you to focus, you have to do it one after the other so you don't make mistake. Because if you make a mistake, you have to go all over again, and that is like a double work. So I know the economy is hard, family, everything, but you still can't kill yourself. You still can't, disturb yourself. You still can't keep ignoring your health. You can't keep ignoring your mental health, that you're thinking about everything. At the end of the day, you're having a headache. At the end of the day, you're having migraine. You don't even know what to think of. Even when someone is speaking with you, you don't know the right answer. You don't know the right thing to say. You don't know the right answer to give. So to avoid mental stress, do one thing at a time. Don't occupy yourself with too many things that you can't achieve, and at the end of the day you have no goals to say you have done for that day or for that moment. So secondly, to avoid mental health, you have to be very watchful of your behaviors. Behaviors, your attitude. Unconsciously you might not know that you are doing this. Unconsciously you might not know that you are thinking. You might not know that you are thinking unconsciously. But for you to avoid mental stress, you have to take note of yourself. You have to take note of your body system. You have to take note of how you act to something. You get it? You have to take note of how you act to something. Your mental health is very important. Some people will have this kind of behaviors of, is it just me that is thinking about this thing? Unconsciously, not like intentionally you want to think about it, but it's already part of you. So if you have this kind of behavior, if you've noticed one kind of trending attitude in you, it is something to take note, especially when you notice that it is drawing you out. Especially when you notice that if you start doing this particular something, you are not yourself again. You are gone. You are not even in this realm again. So these are things you should take note, especially your behavior. You might have these particular behaviors towards someone that you just feel like, number 1, everybody cannot be good to you. You understand? Everybody cannot be good to you. So you greeted someone and the person does not answer. You feel like, why? It's good to ask yourself why. The reason the person is not answering you, but it becomes very extreme when you get home. You start thinking about it. Probably I should just stop greeting people. Probably I should stop doing this. You start, lamenting on what the person did not even think of. The person did not even see you. But you are there disturbing yourself. You are there disturbing your mental health. You are there thinking of what you should not be thinking of. If you notice one particular behavior that is bringing you stress, stop it. Stop it. You also want to live a stress-free life. So don't let others that they don't even see you, but you carry the matter for head. Say, this kind of attitude or this kind of behaviors, you are receiving it from people, but it is wise that you also know the kind of attitude you give out and know how to respond to it, the kind of action you are going to take towards it. Why? Because you want to live a stress-free life. You want to have a stress-free behaviors. You want to take a stress-free action. So you don't just skip it and say, because if care is not taken, the moment you wake up, that thing will even come again. Very early in the morning, you already have the attitude, the behaviors, the way you act. You just pick it up and you're thinking about it. And throughout that day, you don't even know what you want to do. The thing is dictating how you're thinking, how it's going to, how the day is going for you already, just because you can't control that behaviors of yours. Just because you can't control that thinking, that mindset of yours. It becomes a burden, and mentally it starts stressing you. You start thinking, am I the only one? What is the problem? Is it only me? If you're asking yourself all those questions, see, it's not only you. And it can't be only you. So drop all those behaviors that is stressing you and move on. So the third thing for you on how to avoid stress is eating well. Yes, eating well. You will realize that when you have a good food to eat, you eat well, your body system will be at rest. Even that thing you did not want to think about, believe me, you won't think about it, because you have that, the action is there for you to control what is going on within you. It is when you are not eating well, when there is no food. I'm not saying don't starve yourself. And some people have their, that mindset, they have that attitude of starving themselves. Do you understand? Anytime you are stressed, carry food, eat good food. Eat good food and have a good rest. Don't starve yourself because you are thinking of something. Don't starve yourself because you actually want to think about A to Z finish before you eat. It doesn't work that way. Even if you want to avoid stress by thinking about it one after the other, but still you are depriving yourself of good food. You are starving yourself. There is no way you are going to think well. There is no way you are going to avoid that stress you want to avoid. So eat a good food, and don't be part of the people that want to punish themselves. They will not eat because something has happened. They need to take good care of that thing. If you don't have strength, you can't do anything. That is just it. So take good care of yourself. Your mental health is important. The environment you are is also important for your mental health. Do everything that works for you. Take about one thing at a time. Focus on the kind of behavior that is stressing you and take it out and probably eat well. So your mental health is very important for you to live long. Bye.